Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's War in East, where I'm continuing my offensive pretty much up till 1st of July, where we'll see where we stand. So far that's looking pretty good, I guess. Now that the weather's a little bit better, I can actually remove quite a lot of Soviets again. So that's actually quite nice. The only thing that's in my way is my cat. That's constantly complaining. Anyway, let's get started. So I'm generally just trying to take as many hexes down here as possible, even though for these guys their supply situation is absolutely abysmal. Yeah, you can get all the way up there. These guys can't. So I could just go straight ahead. We're actually almost out of those mountains. Pretty neat. Let's get you back to the main road because I cannot do anything there anyway. These guys will stay into Tbilisi. All those HQs go down. Still need to have these guys go through the mountains there. And over here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You're fine doing that. Like I said, my units are getting somewhat closer. I'm actually kind of to the point where I only want the 52nd Corps further down, and I'll let the other one recover at Mahakala. For now. So I'll put those units that are not part of the core on the way up. And then I suppose I'll set the... Most of these guys are actually doing fine. 71, 82, 95, and 69. Anyway, I suppose they'll just go and recover there while I move along with the rest of the forces. I do want to at least take everything up and until the mountain passes. So I'll be looking to grab that territory there too. For the moment, let's see how far you can get. This is the, I guess, the furthest down. Then these guys have to move along this here road. Alright, there we go. We do have the 17th Army coming in from this side anyway. Let's get the actual army into Tbilisi as well. And I do have this corps. The road is really a whole lot better now. Let's have you on refit and these on refit. And let's see, because the rest is very likely already pretty decent shape. Except for you. And you. Anything under 70 should be refitting in that sense. But how much does 1st Panzer Army have? 27. So they're also looking pretty good. And then 17th Army is also looking pretty decent. Both could take more units, but there's really no need to do that. Yeah, so in that sense they're doing fine. Let's move further up. Nice. Let's see if I can get some more units to join in that attack. I'd rather get as many units to attack him as possible, and it's a real shame they cannot get into that one hex. You can, great. Sweet. I'll get all of them yet. It will take a while, but I'll get them. And what else we can move? Cavalry Corps, these guys up. Any little bit up is good here, so. Even to Calcutta. There we go, and the army can now get into Yakshu. And they actually had to be part of 3rd Romanian Corps, but I do think they'll be able to get there now. Let's equip them or get them there. 3rd Romanian, there we go. So I still have you guys moving up. Fair enough. So I really don't want to attack from that side of the river ultimately, so I'll move my units in here and get you to do that. Probably not effective. Oh, it was. Nice. He went to 1. Fair enough. These will be next. I don't think attacking this is going to be worthwhile yet. So I'll hold off on it. It's funny that they actually have a mechanized unit there. I don't really think that's such a great idea, but whatever. Anyway, what does it mean? In terms of cavalry, I actually don't want cavalry up in the front. I'll dig in... I guess let's put you back. Along this line and then here too. Yeah, 50% supplies, it's fine. These are also unready, yeah. Alright, no problem. Okay, that is a problem. Let's bring in the heavy guns then. Wow. There weren't that many units that could pull a heavy attack there. Here was only them. Alright. At least finally I'm getting rid of some of their units, which frees up a lot of space. Oof, okay, that rail line is now working, and the question is, do I want to work it up? The thing is, even if I do get it here, like, what help is it? It's kind of tricky like that. Let's actually just start up here again. So I do have a few units that can now act as reinforcements. I can get at the very least the Netherlands SS out because they are fairly weak. I could put them down there. Let's see if you can move into Pushkin and still attack. Yes, you can. The only unit I'll take out is the Estonian unit, because they can't attack, obviously. But you can. Okay, let's take a look again. So this time we lost even less, 449. Getting their fort level all the way back to level 1. And their defender value is now 1184. Well, that was it for this turn. I'll try again on the next one. We'll get there. They're still an X, but we'll get there. Yeah, I'm gonna dig in along this here. So you're still moving up. You're then gonna move into this axis. And you're still gonna move along. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it for that entire core. All the way. So you can still move to the side. I'm still not quite sure why they did that, but sure. It does delay me for a bit, so I think they can handle it, yeah. Okay. Now, I can move these up in here, and thus you can go there. You can go there, and these can now move here. I'll be able to move them even further eventually. As it is. But for the moment, this is what I'm gonna have to do it with. I'll try to dig in along the Volga and just say that, you know, the Volga is fine here for the moment. And go into Ivanovo. Then from Ivanovo, I want to move further along this line. I'll build a depot in there, obviously. And they cannot get any further along. Oh well. I guess that's how it goes. And let's get the 16th Army to move into Ivanovo. That also means that Army Group North, which has both Camp 16 and 18th, will have to move as well into Vyshny Volochysk. I guess that's pretty much the center of operations for Army Group North at the moment. Might even consider it a bit further, but Vyshny Volochysk is pretty much out on the edge in that regard. Nice. I don't necessarily need to kill units like that immediately. The good thing here is that now I've cut off Moscow from the rest of the Soviet forces. Let's actually go for this one. So I know I cannot beat these on this turn. So I'll do on the next one. Sweet. This allows me to join these up. Again. No, that one is 0. Alright, well that's fine. The good thing about it is that they can now move into this area here. Sweet. I might take Moscow yet. Nice. Really happy with this turn's progress in that regard. And it does seem like we're also indeed getting real hexes recovered in pretty nice places. You actually get this double line here. Nice. Let's just straighten it up here. I mean, why not? Having a straight line like that is a lot nicer any which way. So let's do it. Alright, not dealing with those guys yet. The Rifle Corps and the division retreated, sweet. Indeed. Let's go towards that side then. Which also gives me a little bit more wiggle room. Damn. No, my troops are exhausted, but... still. I can't really attack a whole lot more in this section. At least they didn't attack these guys. Water levels are still too high for me to attack anything else there, and they do seem to still have a few units there. Next turn I might focus on getting down the unit in Stalingrad and potentially this unit, opening up the road to Moscow a little bit more, and then these guys should first try to clear up this northern area once they are done down here. Switch these up and get this HQ going as well. Having 3 armies on Moscow should be enough, I think. This way. Okay, I actually kind of need to start working down here because I want to get some kind of steady line. And yeah, I need a way to work that out. So once again, let's take this off for a bit. Do that, get you into Gaigorod. And move these over in here. Both of these are pretty much ready. They're now part of 5th Panzer Army, but I do think before they were part of 3rd Panzer. Still, let's move on. And they're going underneath and around Stalingrad, so 6th Army does not have any issues with them. These guys are nicely back. While I'm trying to clear the remainder of the units here. So while 6th Army is doing that, I'll around here. I will move forth with 4th Panzer. I still want to try and capture Saratov as well. No matter how weak these exhausted units are. Okay, so the thing is that, for example, this Slovakian unit is not allowed to go any further than this. Which means for me that this Slovakian unit will be the final unit down. Whereas I'll have the Romanians and the Hungarians all sticking up in this lower sector. Once they are ready with these attacks and stuff. Still want to try it. Did succeed. But barely. Still, success is a success. Okay, and it means also that the rest of those units will have to keep on moving. Wow. I also have to clear this unit out. Can really only start doing that from the next turn. Really no way to do that now. I'm already kind of behind Saratov, so... Currently I'm kind of just, you know, looking to establish some line here. Well, the rest of some of my units keep going. Take the depot. And I'll keep them surrounded like that. It's not much, but that's fine. I don't need to have a whole lot encircled. I just want this line here. Having pushed the enemy back from the Volga there. This 2 is interesting movement. Guess I'll just move up. Can still move quite a bit. It seems like the AI still doesn't... Well, that was a bit of a gamble anyway. I wanted to say that the AI still doesn't have any stable kind of front line by any stretch of the imagination, as there are still a lot of holes for me to just exploit, move through. mean, they were successful in getting a line here. That they were. But with me just continuing on full speed, the only thing I'm looking to do is get more points. So let's do exactly that. They'll be extremely exhausted by the time they arrive with the rest of the units, but that's okay. Sweet. So, while they're trying to hold this, these guys are getting into Saratov from the other side. So things is pretty interesting at that. Yeah, I will encircle it. I'd rather encircle Gorky now than getting into trouble later, so to say. It means that the 10th SS Panzer Grenadier Division will still have to hold the Arzamas area by itself for a little bit, while I'm bringing in reinforcements to Gorky. Yeah, it's extremely unlikely I'll be able to take Kazan and Kuibyshev, the final two objectives, unless, you know, something crazy happens, but we'll see. I do think I need to use you to cut off those few Soviet forces. You need to stay there. But at least I got another 2 infantry units that are ready to rumble. And I'm surprised they still have generals. Or mechanized forces, but that doesn't really matter now. I didn't plan on cutting them off, but since mechanized forces can be pretty dangerous, They even had enough forces again for a core type unit. Which, to be fair, is quite a lot. No, they also didn't get it on the second try. Fine. I was hoping for the easy victory, but I didn't get it. They will probably break out, but it matters not. Anyway, I'll continue along in the next episode as it's once again time. Thanks for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Oh, too bad. And once again, I'll see you next time. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.